But nonetheless, with under 9 seconds remaining, that draw will come up. The Mocs will win it, but it will be Academic. They'll swing it down into their offensive end, take the shot, saved by Schlesinger. She'll throw it up. Martin gets it, and that'll do it. Tars win it, a score of 16-12, and the Tars have upset the 5th-ranked team in the country. They have knocked off their Sunshine State Conference foe. Tars improved to 12-0 on the season and drop the Florida Southern Moccasins to 9-2. Nico, what a game that was.
We were in here for a hell of a ride. It was very close in the beginning. We said it was going to be a very tight matchup. At the end, it was just like it was a year ago. On this very same date, the Rolling Stars won. Carolyn Gastingway was a big part of it, so this was a big deja vu, if you'd like to call it that.
As we'll take a look at some of the goals and highlights throughout this game, Florida Southern started off the scoring early in that first quarter as they got off to a quick start. However, Tars were able to turn it on quick. Fahey getting that first goal for the Tars to get things going. We had a great first quarter going, did we not, Nico?
It was a very tight matchup, like I said. In the beginning, you couldn't tell which team was going to pull away. And the referees had some very doubtful calls in that first half. The second quarter was a lot slower. However, after that, those words from Coach Short in the halftime, it was all go from the Tars.
Yeah, you know, you had this just very fast first quarter. Some great shots, some great goals by Gaston Guay, both of them. Charlotte and Caroline getting in on the action in that one. And just some fantastic stuff as you had Caroline ending the game with 4 goals and sister Charlotte ending the game with 4 goals. You know that song, Whatever You Can Do, I Can Do Better? I wonder if they listened to that all the time growing up as kids. As the Tars continue just with some fantastic work in that first half. However, Florida Southern fights back, comes in. They brought it back to within 1 here in that second half, but just some nice shots. Schlesinger maybe struggled a little bit in the early going, but really turned it on in that second half.
Yeah, towards the end, she was able to get a couple saves, and the most meaningful one was that one of the 8 mark.
As we just saw that replay from that very disjointed call in the second half of this, well, quite frankly, situation that I've never seen before. It should have been a green card. However, officials gave a goal on the board to the Mocs. As that was just an interesting situation there. But nonetheless, Tars battled back. They came out strong in that third quarter and just fought hard throughout that one. Fahey, just such a huge factor in this. Liz Fahey, 4 goals for her, 1 assist on the afternoon, and she looked fantastic. For Florida Southern too, they were they had a great performance out there as well. Terre with 4 goals, Lynch with 3 goals, Dahlia with 1, McFerrin with 1, Smith with 2 as well. But for the Tars, you had some great play up and down the field. Defense draw controls, I think, really was the difference here in this one. Kind of from the get-go, Tars got out. Second quarter, draw controls went back in favor of Florida Southern, but then second half, Tars just stretched it out a little bit more. 18-12 on draws was the capper on that one. Some nice shots from the Gaston-Guay sisters, some nice shots from Florida Southern as well, as you have see the goal there coming from Lizzie Lynch.
Just overall a great performance on both the defensive and offensive side. Things were able to click between Gaston-Guay and Fahey. The Florida Southern really didn't have an answer for them on the offensive side. And then back on the defensive side, we talk about Schlesinger not having her best couple days in this last 2 games, but she was able to step up when they needed it most. Fourth quarter, 8-meter mark. You have 1 freeway to go at at the goalie, and she makes the important save. And right towards the end again, even though it might have not meant much, she still made another save.
I tell you what, she makes the important saves when you need them, and that's what you need from a goalie. You need them to play such a tight game, but it's so important to make that save at the right time. Look, you're going to get scored on as a goalie, especially in this game, especially in the women's game. You're going to get scored on. You got to make the save at the right time, the right save at the right time, and Schlesinger certainly did it this afternoon as she finished 7 saves, 12 goals against Florida Southern for them. Worker, 10 saves, 16 goals against for her. Just a fantastic matchup. Tars will be back in action coming up at Lynn in just a few days' time. And with that, well, Tars have a tough road ahead of them. Every single team that they play to close out this season is ranked or receiving votes. Lynn receiving votes in both polls. Tampa 15th in receiving votes. St. Leo receiving votes, and Florida Tech receiving votes, and 17th. It is a tough road for the Tars, but they have just knocked off the 5th-ranked team in the country for a huge upset in the early goings to take the take that top spot in the Sunshine State Conference. And certainly, you got to be moving up the polls nationally now.
Definitely, you're not the number 5 ranked team after just, making everyone notice the win you just took at home against a very, very impressive Florida Southern team.
That's Nico Arciegas. I'm Clark Sprinkle. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. The men coming up, taking on Lynn here in just under about half an hour's time. We hope you'll stay with us for the broadcast here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Tars win it, a score. The Tars win it over the Florida Southern Moccasins. They knock off the 5th-ranked team in the country for the upset, for the win, as we will head out. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Until next time, bye-bye.